Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2021. Welcome back to Hamburg. So, as you can see, we're still on for Europe, but we've fallen off a little bit from last time we saw each other. And remember I said that today's game is going to be against Mainz, which was in 10th place last time we saw them? Yeah, they're not in 10th place anymore. They're 3rd. Anyway, looking at some of the matches that we played so far, as you can see, last time we saw each other was against Dortmund, and things have been going awfully since then. Honestly, at this point, I mean, the Dortmund result was disappointing, but it wasn't that insane to think that we would lose against them. But then the 4-1 against Bayer Leverkusen, hat trick from Jose Juan Macias, who genuinely I've never heard of this guy before, and he does start the game at Guadalajara, but apparently I should have gone in for him. This was the most disappointing result though. 3-0 loss against Paderborn, who's in the second Bundesliga. Oh, I wanted to puke. I wanted to vomit after that one. God, I was so angry. We went through against, how the hell, we beat Augsburg and everything. We got further than we had ever been, and then we go out to Paderborn, of all goddamn teams. Kin Zombie, as you can see, with a 6.1, and Daniel Hoyer Fernandez. I let him play, since, I'm thinking in the cup, I'll play the backup keeper, but God, what an awful, awful, awful performance. Then a 2-0 loss to Hoffenheim, again, terrible. 0-0 against Fortuna Düsseldorf, which is 18th last in the league. Oh, I was about to blow at this point. We hadn't won in a long time. By the way, David Kovnacki, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but their forward, I would love to try to get him in. I'm going to make an attempt. You see here, relegation release clause, 3.7 million. I might pick him up on that because, God, he looks like a fantastic striker. For a pretty bad team. 24 years old as well, playing for the Polish national team. Sign me up. Anyway, let's go back to here. After that, though, we had a good win against Wolfsburg, 2-1. Very, very nice win. Last goal in the 93rd minute by Gideon Jung. Absolutely crucial performance. And finally, a 0-0 against Eintracht Frankfurt. Anyway, still, we're in 6th place in the Bundesliga. We have 37 points, so we're 3 points away from absolutely 100% total security. I'm sure 40 points is enough to last in this division. I'm sure of it. And we just need one more win to reach that stage. I am still holding out hope that maybe, just maybe, we can clinch a European spot. It's looking very unlikely now, though, considering all of the bad results we've had. I will say, though, that during this time, with all the losses and draws, we had a lot of players out all the time. I mean, in this match, for example, we picked up 2 injuries. We had an injury in the match before, a bunch of suspensions, yellow cards, injuries, so many injuries. It was getting a little bit ridiculous, to be honest. But let's get into today's match against Mainz, who is in 3rd place. We're playing at home, luckily for us. Robin Quaison is their top goal scorer. I really love to see this, actually. I think he's a good player, but he's Swedish. That's not why I love him. Why I love him is he actually came from AIK. Back in the day, 2014, he went to Palermo, and then he's played for Mainz, and it's great to see him doing well. And that the game thinks that apparently he's a pretty good player. Leibold, injured. As you can see, we've got a bunch of injuries. I'm going to put in Leitch on the left. Leitch, terrible offensively. But what is good with him is that he is really solid defensively. So we might actually... Why don't we actually put him on... let's put him on a fullback support. That'll keep him back just a little bit. And he is quick enough that I do feel comfortable with him overlapping still. Apart from that, I think Kinsombi, as you can see, his average rating in the last few matches is 6.34, which is god-awful. It's dog shit. And I mean, Winsheimer has the same, 6.34. It's dog shit, but I don't have a choice. I really don't have a choice. And he's been going down and stuff as well. It's just, we're definitely in a slump right now. And we need to somehow dig ourselves out of this one. Playing, I think, with Jung, with a ball-winning midfielder. Ball-winning midfielders generally contribute nothing to attack. But at least it might give us a little more structure in the midfield. And hopefully he can lay off some passes to Dudziak. Considering Dudziak is actually a pretty good player, he might be able to do something with those balls. In the defense, I love Eli. He has to play, in my opinion. I know his last 5 game average is lower than Ambrosius or Van Drongelen, but to be honest, I don't really understand it, because in every situation I look at, I feel like he's the one who's doing everything correct. He intercepts a lot. He comes and wins the ball and whatever, and I feel like it's especially Van Drongelen and Ambrosius who are messing up. So I don't agree with the ratings there. Jong Woo Young. I have had a realization with him, which is that he's not that good. I had hoped that he would develop more than he has. He really hasn't. He's only a decent player for most second Bundesliga sides. As you can see, he does 0 dribbles. He's terrible at dribbling. He's terrible at scoring goals. He has no conversion rates. I mean, the things that he's better than most is expected goals, which that's just sad. He should score more than he does, which is really indicative of a player who's bad at finishing, in my opinion. And then he has key passes, a little bit above average, pass completion rate, a little bit above average, but that's the least he should have, right? If he's supposed to be in a team playing who's in 6th place, he should be doing better. What we might do is, do we change maybe his role? I don't think that's going to do much either. We could put on Yatta for him just to try something different. Let's try that. Let's try that for this match. Yatta is also better defensively, so it's probably a good idea actually. But yeah, I think this is the team we're going to go with. Ulreich in goal, Leitch, Eli, Ambrosius, Wagnermann in the defense, Dudziak, Jung, Haier in the midfield, and then Opoku, Winsheimer, Yatta offense. Let's get into this. I'm going to play with positive mentality, just because I still think, I'm always going to go into a match trying to get the win. I'll always back my team, We're going to go out there and we're going to say, I expect a win today. Oh, they didn't react to that, but I tell everyone I have faith in them, and everyone loves it. Blah, blah, blah. The weather is bad. Yeah. Oh, damn it. I skipped the lineups. We could, let's just have a quick look at Mainz lineup in just a second. But yeah, kickoff has happened. Probably nothing's going to happen here. Yeah. Oh, already highlights. I wasn't quick enough to stop the clock. Stöger with the ball. They had a free kick, but they hit it right into the wall, which is good for us. Leitch, that was an interesting kick. They're playing Zentner, Aaron Martin, Niakate, Kylian, Pierre Gabriel, Stöger, Fernandes. Then the offense is James, Quaison, Öztunali, and Mateta. Öztunali, he's a bit of a football manager legend, I feel. He's always been pretty good, and he came from us. Didn't know that. We should try to get him back to us someday. That would be a little bit fun. Let's encourage the team. Ulreich passes out to Ambrosius. They're pushing really high up. That's why it's important to have defenders who can actually play the ball a bit to get past that push. Jata, we know he's terrible at shooting, and he proved it yet again. Still, though, statistically, I would say we're a bit up. Pretty poor pass completion accuracy, though, but it is what it is. Opoku with the ball here. Come on, Jata, put on those. Activate your engine. You're faster than that. Opoku, higher. Blocked both times, and now they have a chance of on a counterattack. James. I've seen that Dan James actually in the Bundesliga. I think he has the most dribbles completed in the entire league. He's a really good dribbler. And I think Mainz actually bought him outright in this game. I don't think they have him on a loan. Terrible pass by Jata. And I'm starting to think it was a bit of a mistake letting him play this match. Öztunali, puts it in Mateta. Good save by Ulreich. And he plays it out quickly. Opoku, let's go. Let's go, Opoku. Shoot. What? Interesting attempt. Still, though, statistically, I mean, it's an even game. We don't have a lot of possession, though. But that's maybe to be expected. They are pushing us really hard as well. And it's difficult when our players aren't the best passers. It's quite hard to work around that. Oh, quicker, Ambrosius. Mateta is there first. Unfortunately, he plays it back though. Fernandes with the ball up to Estonali. Good tackle, but then he just walks away. He was content with the tackle. He thought, nah, I don't need to do more than that. I just need to tackle him, right? That's it. That's all you have to do. You don't need to actually kick the ball. Right, Dudziak. There's a lot of highlights, but no goals so far. Poor pass by Winsheimer. Quaison. Yeah, it was a bad shot. Easy for Ulreich. I wish they would stop showing me these useless highlights. I mean, nothing's really happening in them, is it? We've almost played half an hour, though, and we're still... I mean, we're still in this match, definitely. Jata, come on, what the hell? I'm so annoyed with him. God, and I don't know if it's just because he still wants to get his new contract, because he hasn't let that one go yet. Or if he just is that bad. I don't know, maybe he is trying his best and he keeps misplacing passes just because he doesn't know how to pass, but it's so annoying. Wagnerman, out to Jata. Come on, run. Oh my god. Again, he misplaces it immediately. Light plays it up. Doesn't go to anyone. Awful passing. And I don't even understand. I don't have any instructions for them to pass long. You know, I could tell them to pass shorter, but I'm worried that if we just tell them to pass shorter, it's gonna affect everyone else as well. And I don't really. I mean, the others, I think the passing is good. That was a good pass, for example, from Leitch and from Jung there. But the question is now, what does... Yeah, he played a short pass. Then we're fine, at least. Wagnerman puts in... Winsheimer! It was a good header. That was a good save. It was right in the sweet spot. Okay. Estonali has the ball now. Comes up. Gotta stop him. Leitch goes in, puts a little bit of pressure. Not really any pressure in the midfield there, but if they want to take long shots against us, hey, I'm totally fine with that. It's a very long highlight. And yeah, so far 0-0, a very even match. I think I'm gonna say that I'm happy, and then I think we're gonna change the tactics. I think we're gonna go a little more attacking. You might say, "Oh, Victor, you're taking a huge risk right now," and I completely agree. I'm taking a gigantic risk, but at the same time, you know, we're safe. We are safe, right? We just want to try to get as good of a league position as we can get, I think, this season. I don't think that the points are necessarily crucial now at this point. Of course, before it would have been, but now I think we can kind of risk a little bit, try and just see how we would do in a more aggressive system, playing as if we were, you know, a top 4 club. I think as well, if we practice playing, you know, a top team tactic, then it's easier for us to actually become a top team. Or when we become a top team, we already know how we want to play. Wagnerman throw in on our side of the pitch. Mateta, yeah, that was absolutely terrible. That was just awful. That was dog shit. I don't have any words to describe how absolutely crap that was. Ambrosius, what are you doing there, Van? Why are you heading to no one? You had 2 players there. 2 players. And you could have also just taken it down. Putting it on your chest. Play with your feet. What are you doing, man? And still a 7.1 average rating. He has the highest average rating in the team. I really don't understand how these ratings work sometimes. Gonna encourage Stöger. Good free kick. Ulreich saves it though. But it wasn't a chance for us. What are we gonna do now? We could go to 4-2-3-1. And maybe that is what I'm gonna do. Again, I don't really feel like we have a lot to lose. We also have... Both of these players are pretty good when as like defensive midfielders. So I think this could be a pretty good idea. Winsheimer as well. I think we're going to play you on a deep lying forward on support. Or we play... Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to change you for Teruda. And Teruda is going to play target man support. Finally, I think we're going to play both Opoku and Massimo as on support duties as well. I think that's probably the best we can do right now. Hopefully, we still have a good defense. Eli, good header. Come on, work, work, work. Who was that? Was that not Dudsiak? Okay, he's not maybe the fastest, so... Leitch, good interception. Opoku with the ball to Teruda. Let's, yeah, slow down play maybe a little bit. Okay. Dudsiak. Teruda. Opoku, come on. Run in. Puts it in. Massimo. Oof. Opoku again, though. Takes another shot, but it was blocked. Was that the highlight? I hope it wasn't the highlight. Wagnerman out to Massimo. Put it in. Put it in, son. Put it in. Nothing happened with that one. I mean, we have Teruda now as well. He's good in the air. So just cross and inshallah. Play the Arsenal tactic. I don't know if you guys read about how apparently Arteta thinks Arsenal just needs to cross. That's as long as they cross a lot every game, they'll win. That's an interesting tactic. Not really, I think, what Wenger's legacy would have been, but okay. Massimo on the right, though. Has a chance to play it in. He doesn't do it. Penalty, maybe? Yeah, you know, could have raised our arms. Screen for penalty. Jung, good tackle, but Mateta still has it. And, oof, nice save by Ulreich. I've noticed that a lot as well. I don't understand the tackling and then just standing still afterwards. It's very, very interesting defensive work, I must say. We've been poor in the second half, though. We've been poor since they scored, honestly. God, what I wouldn't give to bring this back. We have one more substitute. Question is, who are we going to take off? Looking at it, I mean, Haier has had a pretty terrible game. As a deep lying playmaker, I'm not actually surprised. He's probably awful at it. Dudziak has had a poor game as well, though. Should we maybe... Or we just take off Ambrosius and put on Rick van Drongelen. I mean, that's not going to win us the game, but it's... I don't know. I think we're going to take off Haier. Put on David Kinzombie. Let's see what he can do as a deep lying playmaker. Why not? We give it a try. Kinzombie, he's played awfully lately, but he always has this strange long shot in him that does give us some goals, so... We can hope for a miracle. It's always nice to hope for a miracle, isn't it? Wagnerman runs up. Let's see what he can do. Takes a shot. Blocked. Yeah. As is usual, I have to say. Dudziak puts it in, but it was a terrible corner. Teruda, man, you should be doing more. I don't understand what you're doing. Wagnerman, Dudziak, you gotta come down for that ball. You can't just walk around on the pitch. Gisselman, Ambrosius, intercepts. Teruda, play it on. Let's go. Dudziak, let's have some tempo. Play it up to Opoku. He's quick. But that's a horrible angle. Oh, it's a terrible angle. What were you thinking? How the hell were you going to score from there? And Wagnerman has another injury. My God. Ah, frick. Ah, that's so annoying. Another 1-0 loss. And it's from a dumb mistake as well. Ah, so annoying. Terrible. Ulreich had the best rating. I'm going to tell him I'm not happy, obviously. I mean, it was awful. It was crap. And the end of the season can't come quick enough, I have to say. Definitely think that our, Winsheimer hasn't scored in, 16 hours? 16 hours? Without finding the net? Oh my God. Oh, that's brutal. 24 matches, 4 goals. Ooh. Oh, that's brutal. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry, guys. But I think Europe is definitely out of the picture now. It's a shame, but at least we have, at least I'm pretty sure we're going to stay up this year. Don't know if Werder Bremen will go down. That's what I'm hoping, since they are rivals and all. But yeah, I don't know. Next time when we'll be back, this I'm hoping we can turn it around. I think what we're going to do is I'll be back for... I'll be back for the last match of the season, since there's not so much more to play for. It's more about where we're going to finish at this point. So I think that's going to be the most interesting to talk about. And then we can talk about a little bit about how the season has gone, you know, the end of season's reward and all these things. I think that will be for the best, because, oh, God, I hope this losing streak doesn't come back again. That would be extremely annoying. And we are playing against some pretty good teams looking at it. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'm happy that you joined me for it. And yeah, I guess I'll see you next time for Augsburg. Thank you very much. See ya.